Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Friday. I already. These are tiny little cups. I like these cups because they make me look like a full size man. And they make my paws look like full size hands, even though they're not. But these are basically just really big espresso cups, and I just have to fill them up more often. But they make me feel big. Hey, Jason, I love your video blogs on YouTube and your other video endeavors. I think he's talking about me masturbating. And I'm envious of you and your lack of gag reflex. That was not a God-given gift. That was actually a very hard-earned skill. My best advice is suck a lot of dick. Get used to it. I think we're about to get. Thought we were about to get a visitor. Got a question for you. What is it with straight men and gay porn? What's so special about them? Why are they in gay porn in the first place? Doesn't it perpetuate the idea that straight men can be had for money? And doesn't it perpetuate the idea that straight men are better than gay men? Okay, first, I mean, you say why are they in gay porn in the first place? One of the main reasons why a lot of straight men opt to make gay porn is that, first of all, there's a lot more work. Okay, it's a lot easier for them to get work. There's less competition, and it pays a whole lot better. And they get treated a whole lot better. So it's kind of a no-brainer. And if they don't have the hang-ups about making gay porn or going through the motions of having sex with men, then it makes a whole lot more sense for them to make gay porn. And then you ask, doesn't that perpetuate the idea that straight men can be had for money? Well, some men can, not all of them, but some of them can. I don't think that this perpetuates that idea. I don't really think that there's a deep, meaningful purpose behind using hot men who are willing to, work for you. Your job as a producer is to come up with a good product that people are going to want. And if you've got hot guys that are wanting to work for you, you'd be stupid to turn them away. So there you go. And then you ask, doesn't it perpetuate the idea that straight men are better than gay men? No, actually, okay. So here's the thing. Every so often, the subject comes up of why are people so turned on by this, and what's the point? And you'll get some of the bitter queens who roll their eyes and they go, "Oh, it's the forbidden fruit." I don't believe that at all. I don't think it has anything to do with the forbidden fruit. I've never known anybody who is so turned on by the idea of something that they're not supposed to have. I really don't. I do think that there are some gay men who are they're a little down on themselves for being gay, and they kind of feel bad about themselves, and they the whole idea of having sex is something that they're not proud of. So when they see straight men do it, it sends the message to them that it's okay, and it kind of validates them personally, and it turns them on that they're allowed to be turned on by something because straight men are turned on by it. It's sort of it's kind of my take on that. But I also think that in a lot of cases we think that gay men are better, and so when we see straight guys finally owning up to the fact that being gay is better by having gay sex and actually enjoying it on video, that turns us on as well. So I think that there's probably a good portion of that kind of in there as well. I really don't think the whole straight guy thing is nearly as big as it used to be. You've got a few studios that are still kind of really centering on the straight guys, and what I've noticed is that the trend of straight guys having gay sex and gay porn is really waning a whole lot, and people are really excited when they see guys that actually enjoy having sex. When we release scenes with two gay men that are really into it and really into each other, people like that a whole lot more. and the idea of out of the closet, out proud gay men having gay sex in gay porn, that seems to be the new trend, and the trend of straight guys seems to be going away. So explain that. And then you go on and you say, I bet you're wondering why I'm writing this. I had lost a boyfriend of 6 years who basically dumped me for his attraction to straight men. That's a different thing altogether. But I think it does sometimes go back to that whole kind of personal validation thing. I used to hang out with a bunch of guys, and we used to go to this martini bar in West Hollywood. And most of us would go and, we'd flirt with the WeHo guys, and there's a lot of hot men in West Hollywood, and it was always a lot of fun to go and talk and, and meet people and all that. And I had this one friend who he'd waste his entire night hanging out at the bar, flirting with the straight bartenders and over-tipping them and monopolizing their time and making stupid, inane conversation, and then he'd go home alone, bitter. And he knew that he was doing it, but he couldn't stop. And I mean, I don't necessarily want to deconstruct him too much because I'm not inside his head or anything, but I always felt that his reasons for doing that was that he felt as if the straight guys were kind of judging him in a way, or were better than him, and that he had to impress them that he was one of them or something. I don't know. But that's a very different thing than being, turned on by straight guys. I do definitely know that there's guys out there that have a fetish for converting straight guys or for convincing straight guys to go there once, and it's not like I haven't done that myself, but yeah, when you allow it to just completely rule with your better judgment and make it the focus of your life, quite honestly, it sounds like you're better off without him. Because there's definitely somebody who had a bit of a inferiority complex, or it's kind of what it sounded like, So I say you go find yourself a gay guy that, likes gay guys, like you. Shit. It holds a fucking mouth. Keep asking me questions.